Hey, what's up, everybody? Let's see. So I'm really happy with the conversations taking place on the Flipgrid, and I normally don't try and jump in because I don't want like my bias to come through, but I don't know. I guess I'm going to go against my better instinct and kind of share some of my own thoughts because I really think you guys are having great discussions. I think you all have some really great thoughts. Some of you had aha moments. I can't remember who, but they said they had a meh moment, and that's good too, though. I appreciate it. You share your meh, share your share all of them. Just what are your thoughts on all of that? Because the work, like I said, it's coming out of a prominent scholar, and although some of the articles are a few years old, I feel like they kind of lend themselves well to the experience that we're having right now. So first, someone else mentioned that I had heard that the articles were sequenced well, and so they were kind of put into place through I was pretty intentional with which ones were going to go in and then kind of how they were going about. But with the does the integrating computers into lessons mean that teaching has changed? And overwhelmingly, the answer is kind of no or maybe, like some of you have said. And I think that's really one of the difficult parts where we can give a hard no, but when we think about it, there have been instances where it definitely has changed. So then the conversation becomes, how has it changed and who has it changed for? And are these changes equal? Or do we provide equal access to these changes? And then that's a much trickier conversation to have. And someone posted that as well. Somebody said, sometimes yes, sometimes no. With the other one, with the magic bullet in school reform, that for me is one of the hard ones because I feel that, I'm looking for a car too, and a pillow, and a dog. The magic bullet one's a lot more difficult because as somebody correctly identified, they said, hey, wait, like this is kind of taking place with curriculum also. Actually, multiple people identified that. Multiple people said this is taking place with curriculum as well. And that's true, it is. And some of you identified it as that there's this initiative that comes out and then 3 years later that initiative is gone, or somebody new comes in, a new initiative comes in, and then a couple years later that initiative is gone. And those are all us in a way looking for like that magic bullet. Then the final one, the integrating technology in schools. This one right here is the tough one because it talks about what is the ways to integrate it. But one of the fears is that because this is literally being integrated right now through a national emergency. I mean, this is an international emergency, so it's like everything just came. So when we say this isn't working, that is true for a lot of the kids that I've worked with and a lot of the kids I represented. This definitely is not working, but it might be working for some people. And so again, we kind of come back to it where it's kind of like, it depends. It might work here. It definitely doesn't work here. Or does it not work here because of, this reason? And so there's no easy answer. And I think that's, at the end of it all, that's what one of the big conclusions are when you're going through this, is that there's no easy answer. And then we want to try and find, what is the answer? And so one of the things I want to point out to you is that when this class was developed, there was a lot of input from a lot of different people, actually a group of teachers, administrators, TOSAs, academic coaches. And you're going to see that when we get into the next assignment, this is actually based off of a framework. So it's off of it's called 21st Century Learning Theory, and then it's also critical pedagogy. And so part of what comes out of critical pedagogy is problem-based learning or problem-posing learning, meaning that we're going to solve issues. So now what we've seen, especially through the first week of conversations, we've seen that there is a problem, like how technology is integrating, what is working, what isn't working. And some of it, or a lot of it, definitely is like magnified by what's going on in the pandemic, but we can see the problem. The problem is that it's not working for everybody. So then the next steps in this problem are going to be us, coming to understanding, like, what does that look like specifically within our space, within our standards, and then what can we do to help remedy that? And while we're not going to have a pure remedy, us working through the following two projects is going to be us collectively coming together to maybe not provide a solution to these problems, but to move us steps closer, because ultimately there might not be a solution, but we can make work towards it. Now, the next part is you're going to notice that within the course, you're not getting, here's the answer. I'm not telling you if you do this is the magic bullet, right? So I'm doing what the article says, I'm giving you the magic bullet. No, there's no real magic bullet. The magic bullet is people coming together, identifying the problem, working together as a community, and then moving towards that to progress in a way to where, we're satisfied and we can then, identify other subsets in the problem. But, you all have already started forming teams. If you haven't, just feel free to hop into one of the teams or one of the empty spaces at the end. You can also move around. So if you're on your own and you want to move to another one, by all means, you can do that. The next part that's going to be coming is the next part that's going to be coming is going to be only the top part of the wiki. That's going to be for the end of week 1, week 2, week 3. You're going to be doing this up here. So you're going to be selecting your innovative lesson design. Most of them are inquiry-based lessons, and you're going to be finding the examples of what type of lesson it is, how to integrate technology with it. You're going to be telling us a little bit about the research, the history, and the pedagogy. And it's not until the end of week 3 you're going to get to shuffle again. So you're not totally committed to this lesson type. And then at week 3, it's going to be first come, first serve. You're going to be able to move around and try and hop into another lesson type. But great job. Like I said, really awesome conversations. And I feel blessed sitting there and listening to you all. Thank you.